If you don't like creepy stories, I'd swipe on. My dad and his brother were up in the UNS hunting, and after they were done that week hunting or whatever, however long they were gone, they were driving home and it was late. They were in the middle of basically nowhere, and coming around a bend, they saw something up the top of the hill, and they started coming down the hill pretty fast. So they slowed down to see what it was. They saw a person, bloody, running down the hill. Yeah, me too, Benny. Tell me what you would do in this scenario. Would you stop and try to help that person? Would you keep going and then call the cops and you got service? What would you do in that scenario? In this scenario, they kept going, and then as soon as they got service, they called someone, because that person might have needed help, but also that person could have been dangerous and also try to hurt them as well. So, I mean, lots of different scenarios if I was with my kids, if I was by myself, right? But creepy as hell. Don't ever go to the UNS.
Girl, what I would have done was the same thing they did. I probably would I making a video just to be like, hey, this is the person, like, so you can identify this person, so that, you know, the cops can have, you know, evidence, like, oh, okay, this is this person, just in case we see them, or if this person was missing in the last 24 hours or whatever. I think I would make a video. I know for a fact that I don't know, because there's moments that I would think, hey, I need to help this person. I would just go with the feeling, because God never led me astray. So I would just listen to what God has to say and be like, should I help this person, God? And God be like, maybe you should not, or, you know, maybe you should, you know. So yeah, I feel like it really just depends on the vibe, the energy I got. So yeah. That's creepy though, to see that. I couldn't imagine seeing that in real life, just somebody on the street running bloody, bruh. I don't know. No. What in the world going on?
Good evening, good afternoon, good day, good night, wherever you are. This is Let's Talk with Kay. Okay, I got a few responses, basically wanting to hear, I guess, ghost stories, paranormal experiences that I experienced. I've been experiencing paranormal since from the last I remember, when I was probably around 6 or 7 years old. And I kind of thought many times, okay, which story should I talk about first? And I guess I will talk about one that seems, I guess I'm not gonna say it's one of my favorites, but I will say it occurred when I used to work at, I'm not gonna say the amusement park's name, but it's a large one in Texas. I'll put it that way. But anyways, I think this was my second year or second summer working there, and this second summer, I was 17 years old, and I worked as, like, they call us like a red tags, meaning you're like a supervisor. So I was kind of like a supervisor working at this amusement park during that summer of 1997. So anyways, I never heard any stories until this year, or that year, you know, when I was working, that this amusement park is kind of haunted. At this time, I didn't believe in spirits, didn't believe in ghosts, nothing like that. So I wasn't scared to work by myself. Let me give you a little setting of where it's located at. I would say the setting, it's not, I would say it's kind of like back of the park, and at nighttime, like when the park's closed, you would, you know, of course it's dark, you will hear all those sounds of like frog croaks, and you hear all this creepy, to me it's creepy, music in the background, you know. I guess it's kind of westerny or something like that. And it's kind of like a eerie, unsettling feeling. And I would say that I work close to, I guess, the Texas Giant, if you're familiar with the amusement park that I'm talking about. I worked close in that area, like the little Texas area or whatever, where the Western shows were played, and you got the log ride, like a little water ride. But anyways, I worked in this yellow house looking building per se, and I'll just give you the kind of dimensions of it. Let's picture a house, picture a rectangle. The front of the rectangle is basically half of that rectangle is where basically a big old window is at. You'll see, us workers inside popping popcorn, making cotton candy, all that type of stuff. The other half is sectioned off, like in its own half, That half is basically one half is the dish area, or you might hear my cat in the background. The other half, which is, to me, it's not even an equal half, it's a lot smaller, is where you have like the cash, the money, the cotton candy supplies, and all this type of stuff. So, and it's only your door to go inside the restaurant, the door to go inside the wash area, to wash dishes and stuff. The other half, I guess, a door to go from I'm sorry, I'm a little nervous. One door going from the dishwasher area to the management area, I put it that way. And then you had a back door. And then behind the building is like a little fenced area where it had a little table, like a little picnic table. This is how it looked like when I worked there. And then you go outside the gate. So I didn't really pay attention that I'm pretty much the only one that was willing to work at nighttime. So everybody else, I don't remember, I think it was a Saturday, or probably was a Saturday. But anyways, everything was locked up. I think it was probably around after 9 o'clock. It's dark. Pretty much, no, it probably had to be later than that during the summertime, after the park was closed. So it could have been after 10 o'clock at night. So of course the front door is locked. And then once you go inside the washroom, anybody can go in and out of that room, and then, go from that room to the, I guess, little supervisor area, the desk, so this is what happened. So I knew nobody was inside. It was just me by myself. As we were teenagers, we're not trying to, and I know some people probably would think, oh, it's a prank. It was a prank. Let me finish my story. So after working, I had the keys, locking up everything. So next thing you know, I'm sitting in my room, the little room, and just counting the cash and, getting ready to, close out the till so I can, close up and go home. So while all the lights were out in the two other rooms, so I'm here by myself in this little room. It's probably a lot smaller than where my room right now, where I'm in. So I'm sitting here counting my money by myself. Next thing you know, I just heard clashes, sounding like big, like metal aluminum pots and big metals. Because mind you, I had to work with caramel, all that type of stuff. So we had like metal. It sounded like metal was crashing down on the floor. It scared the heck out of me. Mind you, nobody was there. It was just me by myself. So it scared the hell out of me. So I just got the money, my purse. I ran out that door, made sure the door was locked really quick. Ran out opened the back gate, and I just ran up this hill, going from that building, ran up the hill, going to where all the, I guess cash management was at. So I'm like, I didn't know what happened, and it was late. And that was like my first, I'm not going to say my first, but this experience definitely told me that there are such things as spirits and ghosts. And I was a big skeptic. Excuse me, I'm kind of under the weather, if you can tell or not. So I was a big skeptic. I didn't believe in nothing. And I probably heard only somebody mentioned once or twice. And I think between the last time or the first time that I heard something, in between that time was like a few months. So it wasn't like something that somebody told me, like, oh, these ghost stories, and then the next day or the next night they want to play a prank on me. So me being a skeptic, I went to work the next day. And I went to work that morning, or I think it was morning or afternoon. And nobody acted like they noticed something. And I was just like, and I was scared to mention something because it was really taboo to talk about these things. So I'm kind of like reading the room, like, did anybody notice anything? Did anybody see dishes? I'm not sure. I don't remember if I even asked anyone, did they see dishes on the floor or whatever like that. It was just like a normal day. But I can say one thing, when it was time for schedule, I told them I absolutely will not work at nighttime. I'm not working at night. That scared the living daylights out of me, to be by yourself and mind you, this little room, this building or house that I worked in was small. And I forgot to mention we had the little metal racks holding all this stuff. So,
girl, that was a low-key hard watch. It was low-key hard. I was just like, girl, I understand she was nervous, but I was like, yo, get to the story, girl. I know you lost me in the description of the room. I'm not listening. I stopped paying attention to the description. I was just like, my attention span went down quick. I got distracted with my own thoughts. I was just like, 97? Girl, black don't cry. You look young, bro. Because if she was 15, if she was working age, what is it? I think it's 15 with a worker's permit. I think that's the age at amusement parks you can work. 15 at 97. That puts her in her 40s, bruh. 40s where? What? She looks great. I got distracted by math, honey. I started thinking about other things. Like, my mind was nowhere on this story. Nowhere at all. I feel like I wasn't the only one. Comment below. But yeah, I feel like it could have been a prank, but me personally, I probably would have done investigating, because when I hear something, even now at my house, and I hear something, I go investigate. And it usually just my mom's like, oh, it's me, or whatever. It's just like, oh, okay. Like, I need to know for a fact that this was a haunting or something, or if this was a prank. Like, I need to know. But I understand growing up brown skin. I understand growing up scared. You run. You get scared and you flight sometimes. I mean, like, if you notice with these videos, I get scared to start fighting. Like what are we fighting? The air? Like, what are we doing? So yeah, I understand. But girl, that was a tough watch. But I understand she was nervous, and we got to give her grace. I'm just like, girl, you should have edited that out or redone it, or been like, hey, I don't know, because your TikTok is Let's Talk with Kay. So I'm assuming that that's what your TikTok consists of. It's made up of you talking. So I don't know, no judgment, but you know what? But yeah, good story.
Okay, so I am not good at story time, so this is gonna be really fucking awkward. But story time, 10 emoji moment, no clickbait. So a couple days ago, me and my friends decided to go to this abandoned insane asylum near our house in New Jersey, and this place was built in 1907, and it started out as a tuberculosis hospital, and then in the 40s and 50s they had changed it to a psychiatric hospital, and then they abandoned it in 1970. So we were like, yeah, let's go to this. That sounds like such a great idea. And usually when I go to places like this, I've been to abandoned hospitals, abandoned factories, houses. I usually don't get that scared. I think it's kind of cool. I go to it for photography. And this place was fucked up. And disclaimer, we were not doing any graffiti. We were not destroying the place. We were not doing anything wrong. We also did not find any homeless people. There was no, like, people living there because the security is very tight. People get arrested for going there all the time. So, yeah, we went to it. And this place was really fucked. So, we were there. We were chilling. It was cool. I thought it was very interesting. It was built in 1907. It's over 100 years old. And, we're doing good, we're taking cool pictures, and we're on the second floor, and all of a sudden, it gets really quiet, and we just hear boom, like a loud explosion, like loud as fuck, and the whole building starts shaking. There's like shit falling from the ceiling, and we were like, fuck this. I started screaming at my friends. I was like, fuck this, we gotta get the fuck out of here, fuck this place, I'm good, like, we're out, I'm not fucking around with that. I literally was like, we're dying. Like, I was running down the stairs, I was like, this is it, like, we're fucking dying. Like, my mom's going to be so fucking pissed at me because this is how I'm dying. And we finally get to like where we were supposed to exit. My friends were like, nah, like, we're good, let's just stay, like, nothing's going on, like, we haven't heard anything else. And I was like, bro, fuck this, but we decided to stay. And we kept walking around. I was scared shitless the entire time. I was like, I don't fuck around with this. There's like shit definitely in there. People like had died there. People were tortured there. That's why they shut it down. They did the wrong like treatments for those people. It was a fucked up place, really bad. And I'm like scared shitless the entire time. And they're like, let's keep going. Yeah. And I'm like, fucking please, no. So at one point they decided to go in the basement where the crematorium is, and I do not fuck around with that. I do not want to piss any spirits off if there are any there, which I do believe there were. They wanted to go in the basement to the crematorium, and I was like, fucking no, I'm good on that, like, no. And so they left me there alone. One of those people were my brother. Thank you, Kyler. So I'm left alone in this fucking 1907 insane asylum. And right around that time of the video that I had took and posted, my brother calls me, and they're in the basement, and I'm like, he calls me and goes, are you walking around upstairs? Like, are you walking around upstairs? And I was like, fucking no, I'm staying exactly where the fuck I am. I'm not moving. And they're like, we hear people walking around upstairs. And I'm like, there's no one fucking up here. I'm hoping, I don't know. And I'm like, get the fuck back up here. Like, can we get the fuck out of here? And then like right after that phone call is when I had taken that video, and people were swiping up on my private story going like, that looks like a person, bitch, what the fuck are you doing? And fucking terrifying. There was like shit everywhere. It was fucking terrifying. I have a lot of pictures of it. If you guys want to see the pictures, I have creepy fucking videos of it. Really terrifying. You could not pay me to go back there ever again. Thanks.
Girl, I don't believe you've been there, done that. Now, doesn't say the asylum, though. And your brother was there. Your brother talked you into the... He had to be an older brother. He had to be. He talked you into it because, honey, why? I'm a type of person. I would be scared. I would not want to do it. And I would probably still go or find my way out of the building. Like, it's either go with the group, because we see what color I am, go with the group, or get out the building. Y'all gonna walk me out the building, and then y'all can go explore. Like, I'm not going anywhere by myself if I'm scared. Like, in a creepy, unfamiliar place, and it's abandoned, and I know there's history in this building, I'm not gonna be in there by myself. She's a brave one. Very brave. Because the moment I heard something too, we would have been out. Like, you hear a loud bang and stuff is falling from the ceiling. My first thought would be like, yo, maybe they're demolishing this place and we just didn't get the memo. Like, we didn't know. They wasn't expecting us to be in here, and now they about to tear the place down because some billionaire, millionaire, whoever, corporation bought this place and now it's going to tear it down and make it into apartments. Like, that would be my first thought. Like, automatically, girl, now I want to see those videos and pictures. So go follow that creator, see those videos and pictures, honey. Like, hurry up before TikTok is banned again, which I don't know if that's gonna happen. We don't know, but yeah, while it's still here, go see if she has any video evidence. Girl, would you be up in there? Would you be in that asylum, that old asylum? Like, no, because being a brown girl, we know the history behind TB. We know what they did to our people. So yeah, no, honey, no. Places I won't visit. Plantations, asylums. You know, a few places that I'm not going to visit as a brown girl. Like, I'm not going to visit, honey, because what? Heck no. But yeah, like this video, follow all of these creators, and subscribe.